Hi everybody, I am Mrs. Wright and I am here to teach you your astronomy class in virtual high school. I'm very excited to get started and I wanted to show you just some basic things about how to get around the website to help you out. So the first thing I want to call to your attention is the address that you use. You do not put any www in here. It is just pwcs.desiretololearn.com, and that'll take you to a login page. When you log in, you'll end up with the virtual high school at PWCS. You'll see some important information. Anytime you're curious about what's going on in general with virtual high school, this is where you want to go. You can always hit the home button to get back to this location, so keep that in mind. The one thing I want to call to your attention is that you do have your orientation and your tuition and everything is due by the 31st. So please make sure you get that taken care of. All right, so let's get started with the class. Once you log in, you have the waffle up here, and this waffle is going to get you from course to course. You also have an email link, you have a subscription link, and you have a notification link or an update link. And that'll help keep you in tune with what's going on with the class. But in order to get to the class, you have to hit the waffle link. So you'll hit that, and you'll choose spring to the Astro Spring 2018, and you may, if you're taking more than one other course, you may find that you have courses there, and that is how the waffle is how you go from course to course. The other thing I want you to do when you get started is look at the system check. It'll give you a good idea as to what your, if you need to update anything in order to get started. So you might want to take a look at that. I also recommend that you use Firefox for your browser. That's the most acceptable browser. If you ever have any problems, the first thing you do is change your browser. Just close it out, try a different browser, and you'll probably find that it'll end up working for you. I also want to call to your attention that we have a virtual classroom. This virtual classroom is a place that we will meet when we do our live lessons, and live lessons are a way for me to be online with you live, and we will do both lectures, we'll do review for activities for your quizzes, and anything else that you want to do, you can always let me know, and I'm more than happy to oblige that information. The resources link is where you're going to get to all of the information you need to cover in the section. So you'll go to content. Content is the section where you will find the information that you will be learning. So you will be starting with Module 0, our 3 program orientation lessons, and with each lesson you have to get 100% on the quiz in order to move on to the next lesson. And I want to show you how these lessons work. When you get there, you'll see these different links, the different pages that you'll be going to, and you'll keep going through each page until you get to the quiz at the end. Once you're finished, you can click Go to Next, which is the arrows up here, and it'll take you to the next lesson. So that's how that works. The next thing to look at in the Resources tab is here. You've got your discussion boards, and there are at least 4 discussions that are required throughout the semester. And what you'll do is you'll go to these discussion boards and you will answer the questions that are available, and then you will reply to 2 of your classmates. So it's very important that you pay attention to those dates. You also have a locker. This locker will help you keep track of the material that you've done, and occasionally there will be some video assignments that are required where you will tell me what I want to know as opposed to writing it out or doing a project. Whenever you're finished with something in the tabs, you can always close that information and go back to the course home, and that'll take you to where you need to go next. So once you've gone through all the resources, you'll always go to the assessment tab, and the assessment tab has 3 different things that are very important. The first thing is the quizzes. Quizzes are available here. Right now there aren't any quizzes available, but there will be for you. There's also under the assessment tab the Dropbox. The Dropbox is where you will turn in a lot of your projects and some of your essays that you're writing. And in addition, you have a portion to look at your grades, so you're able to keep up with your grades, kind of like Parent Portal, only a little bit different. When you do go to our course homepage, you will find lots of information, including my information, how to get in touch with me, when our office hours are, and when the live lessons will be. You also have news items, so not only will you learn about me and the things that we'll be doing, but you'll also learn about maybe the newest research on black holes, or maybe the latest pictures from Jupiter or Saturn as we go through those missions that are still going on. You also have a calendar. The calendar will keep you up to date on what is due and when it is due, so you can keep track of that. But most important for today is looking at the how to get started. And there is a nice picture here that shows you in general how to get started. It shows you step by step what to do, but I recommend reading below here the things that you need to do as well, because it goes much further into depth. It talks about when the course orientation is, which is of course on January 31st, and I will see you at 3:30 at Battlefield. I'm excited for that and excited to meet you. And if you can't attend that orientation, you absolutely must log in through the program here and complete those program orientation lessons. Again, you should not move on to any other lessons until those are completed. I think that covers everything you need to know. Again, I'm very excited to get started with you for this semester. We'll be learning all about astronomy. We'll learn about the history of astronomy. We'll learn about the current research in astronomy. We'll learn about the electromagnetic spectrum and planets and stars and galaxies. So I'm excited to work with you, and I can't wait to meet you and get started. So have a fantastic time learning all about your virtual high school course, and I'll see you on the 31st.